Hi to you listening. In this video, I will be discussing and reflecting on chapters 37 through 41 of the Tao Te Ching. First, let me drink some water and then I will begin reading chapter 37. Now that I have drunk my water, I am feeling connected to spirit. I am feeling connected to my soul and to the Tao, the source, the great mother, that darkness within darkness that leads to the light. Chapter 37 states, the Tao never does anything, yet through it all things are done. If powerful humans could center themselves in it, the whole world would be transformed by itself in its natural rhythms. People would be content with their simple, everyday lives, in harmony and free of desire. When there is no desire, all things are at peace. And that concludes chapter 37 of the Tao. In this chapter of the Tao is saying, centered and aligned with the Tao is to be in natural rhythm. Is to be content with the simple everyday life. This connects to this feeling of divine love. And that when you are in love, the need for excess anything really goes away, because the love, divine love, when you are really in love, that love is enough. That love feeds spiritually. That love gives you all that you could ever want in life. You two could be the person, you in love could be, in divine love could not have anything, essentially embody this nothingness and be fulfilled in life. When the Tao talks about having no desire, I think what the Tao is speaking to is no desire for what the soul doesn't need, really. I think the Tao is talking about letting go of those things that really don't serve us, which could be like desire for things that are not good for our body, good for our energy, good for our souls, good for our minds, and really detaching from those addictions that lead us to neglect ourselves and our hearts. Chapter 38 of the Tao states, the master doesn't try to be powerful, thus she is truly powerful. The ordinary human keeps reaching for power, thus she never has enough. The master does nothing, yet she leaves nothing undone. The ordinary human is always doing things, yet many more are left to be done. The kind human does something, yet something remains undone. The just human does something and leaves many things to be done. The moral human does something, and when no one responds, she rolls up her sleeves and uses force. When the Tao is lost, there is goodness. When goodness is lost, there is morality. When morality is lost, there is ritual. Ritual is the husk of true faith and beginning of chaos. Therefore, the master contains herself with the depths and not the surface, with the fruit and not the flower. She has no will of her own. She dwells in reality and lets all illusions go. And that concludes chapter 38 of the Tao Te Ching. In this chapter of the Tao, the lines that really stand out to me are: when the Tao is lost, there is goodness. When goodness is lost, there is morality. This speaks to what the Tao says about forgetting the rules of the Tao in order to be open to the Tao and existing as the Tao. Because it's not about rule, it's about going with the natural order, the natural rhythm that governs the universe, which is not separate from ourselves. We are nature, and so we can naturally connect with the nature of ourselves without force, without trying, without rules as to how to get there. The next line that stands out to me is: when morality is lost, there is ritual. Ritual is the husk of true faith. So this is saying, when we forget the morals of the Tao, the virtues of the Tao, we can turn to meditation. We can reach that darkness within darkness, which is that seeming chaos. And reach that light. Therefore, the master concerns herself with the depths and not the surface. With the fruit and not the flower. When a superior woman hears of the Tao, she immediately begins to embody it. When an average woman hears of the Tao, she half believes it, half doubts it. When a foolish woman hears of the Tao, she laughs out loud. If she didn't laugh, it wouldn't be the Tao. Thus it is said, the path into the light seems dark. The path forward seems to go back. The direct path seems long. True power seems weak. True purity seems tarnished. True steadfastness seems changeable. True clarity seems obscure. The greatest art seems unsophisticated. The greatest love seems indifferent. The greatest wisdom seems childish. The Tao is nowhere to be found, yet it nourishes and completes all things. And that concludes chapter 41 of the Tao Te Ching. In this chapter of the Tao, the lines, thus it is said, the path unto the light seems dark, the path forward seems to go back, embodies or describes or puts into words the essence of the Tao. And this is the balance, the harmony, the equilibrium that is the seeming nature of all things. Within the darkness is the light. To come home to yourself is to return to who you were before someone told you that who you were wasn't enough, or who you were wasn't who you were supposed to be. The one who embodies the Tao their wisdom is not obvious, their radiance is not obvious. They are not obvious. They are at peace with themselves about who they are. I want to draw some tarot cards from the virtual deck to ask Spirit to provide me with insight about what the soul listening to this video needs to hear, what my soul needs to hear. The first card that Spirit has provided is the Empress. And the Empress represents mothering energy, connection to nature, qualities of nurturing and love, initiative, and fruitfulness. This card has positive energy, and I feel this is for on your spiritual journey. Continue to be loving, nurturing, and supportive, because this is your connection with nature. This is your alignment with the Tao. This is your soul growth. And if you are creating something, this is your sign to Really lean into your creations, the creations in your life, your art, your ideas, your business, romantic interest. And this is definitely for divine feminines. Divine feminine, you are in an energy of abundance, growth. You are exuding beauty in all the ways beauty is. You are embodying nature with this Mother Earth energy. And in your divine love union, this is a sign that this love is strong, stable, and this partnership is loving. You can rest assured that this relationship, if not already entered your life, that is entering your life, is bringing emotional security, pleasure, and deep emotional connection. Even I'm getting from spirit to add intellectual connection along with spiritual connection. Divine feminine, embrace your femininity. Really lean into this energy of nature. And the second card Spirit provided, I think it's appropriate, the Queen of Swords, which is this image of a queen holding a sword in her hand. So not only is this divine feminine in her era of creativity, she is standing in truth and justice, ready to cut anything away that doesn't serve her in her highest timeline. She is unapologetically standing her ground. And defining her boundaries. So don't be ashamed if you have to speak and say your truth when protecting yourself, especially if your boundaries are being breached. This is encouraging you to stand in your power, in your connection, in any connection in your life. You are the Queen of Swords. Whatever you're doing is leading to victory. Whoever you keep your company with, they must be honest with you. And if they're not, then you are easily perceiving the dishonesty and you are acting accordingly, centered and aligned with your nature, who you are, and in confidence with yourself. This card signifies maturity, the maturity of woman in all areas of life. kindness, but also firmness. You're dancing through life, yet you are what is the word I'm looking for? You are being precise about what you want. You are clearly communicating and not hiding your wisdom. You are in a space of determination to realize whatever goals you have, and your actions are leading to victory because you are in your strength and your clarity of mind, aligned. So in your divine union, you are embracing not only your emotional capacity and your spiritual capacity, you are embracing your intellectual capacity in many ways. And in your divine love union, you are settling no less. And in your divine love union, you're not settling for less than honesty and clarity with your partner, because you're just no longer accepting what doesn't serve your soul in the most loving way. The next card Spirit has provided is the Strength card, and I think this goes along with the divine feminine energy that's really coming through here. You are definitely in the energy of triumphance, abundance. You are secure within yourself, and this is opening new paths for you wherever you desire to walk in your spiritual journey. This is leading you actually right to your soul desires, your passions, your heart's desires. This card is also very connected to the earth. So we got Mother Earth and we are getting Earth again, which is really speaking to the energy of the divine feminine and the Tao. And this source, this great mother energy, this harmonious balance of abundance in your life and abundance in your spirit. This card is saying trust that you have the resources and support to achieve your goals. So whatever your goal is, go for it. And in your divine love union, This represents your connection being really grounded. You two are affectionate, and your affection is grounding each other in the reality of abundance, of emotional abundance, of love, the abundance of love. A nurturing presence is in your energy. The card that follows that Spirit has provided is justice. I feel this is appropriate, and I'm getting that in your divine union. If there needed to be clarity, and if there was any lingering truths that needed to surface, I feel this is happening now. Everything on your heart that needs to be addressed and accounted for is being accounted for. In this connection, people are taking accountability for their actions in ways that they haven't before in order to establish greater balance in the connection, to open doors for greater honesty and greater truth. And in your life, truths can be coming to the surface, truths about people in your life, truths about situations in your life. You may be realizing truths about yourself as you go in and take time with yourself to just relax. And of course, this means in your love and relation, in your divine union, you are becoming aligned even more in the realm of love. So this was definitely some messages for divine feminine in this divine union, and I feel that that is very appropriate, especially in this discussion of the Tao and the Great Mother and the Source and this creative energy. Really, really stand in your power, divine feminine. This is our time. The future is feminine. Know the male, but stay to the female, says the Tao. For good reason. For the purpose of remaining in rhythm and harmony with nature, which came up more than once in pulling these tarot cards. So this video was a discussion and reflection on chapters 37 through 41 of the Tao Te Ching, in addition to spiritual insight, spiritual messages from tarot, and both just from intuition, from just flowing with the energy here. I really am happy to do these kinds of readings because they reconnect me with my centeredness within myself, and this is kind of a meditative practice for me as well, to grow my spiritual trust in my own divinity. And I think these these tarot cards I've pulled are for my soul. They're great encouragement right now in this divine love union, in twin flame, same-sex lesbian divine love union. This was right on par with all that energy. So this has really been though a spontaneous reading, a very aligned reading. And I think that the more I lean into this divine love, into this centering and focus on meditation, the more I am embodying who I am and growing this divine love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any comments, ideas, or just simply want to chat, you can leave comments and let me know what you're thinking. And I'm happy to continue to build this community together. And have a great rest of your day and evening. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great season. Have a great hour. Have a great minute. Have a great second. Have a great moment. And I want to take a moment to allow us to be mindful of our own energy. Let's become mindful of our own energy. Breathe in. And out. And in again. And out. Grounding yourself in this present moment. In love. Ground yourself in love. Grounding yourself in this present moment. Love to you. Love, 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 and 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 love to you, and love to you, and love, and love, and love, and so much thanks to you. I can't express how much I appreciate you. Thank you. Sincerely from my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. Your support is invaluable. You are truly a special someone in my life. Thank you. Thank you and love to you. Love to you, love to you, love to you. Love, 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 love. I'm sending love to my soul, my soul, that's for my soul. This is a message for my soul. Love, 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 love to you.